Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. A lot of people ask, how do I know if my child is ready to start learning the Arabic alphabet? What we're going to do today is just demonstrate a simple test that we use with our children to see if they're ready or not to continue learning the Arabic alphabet or if they need more time. What you're going to need is a set of Arabic flashcards. If you don't have any, you can download some from our website at www.ebihomeschools2.com. What we're going to do in this test is teach our children the names of these three Arabic flashcards. Then we're going to see if they can differentiate between the three of them. Throughout this process, we're going to try and see if we can make our child make mistakes. The reason we're going to do that is if our child can continue to get the right answer despite the fact that we're trying to make them make mistakes, it'll be a good sign that they're ready to continue. If at any point they seem confused or don't get the right answers, it's probably a good sign that they need to stop and we can come back to it at a later point. It's important to remember during this process that you're not in a race against anybody else's child and that you have to go at your own child's pace. Trying to push your child to go forward when they're not ready to might make them become very frustrated and push them further back than had you just waited. So what we're going to do is we're going to first teach our child alif, then we're going to move on to teaching them ba, then we'll combine the two and see if he can differentiate between them. If he can get past this stage, we'll teach him ha, and then combine the three of the cards and see if he can differentiate between the three of them. First thing we're going to do is teach a child the name of the card. Nuhi, hada alifun. Okay, we want the child to repeat after us. Hada alifun. Then we ask the child what is the name of the card. Nuhi ma hada? Nuhi ma hada? What you can do is you can also ask the child to give you the card. Nuhi, a'tini alifun. Okay, or you can ask the child to take the card. Nuhi, khud alifun. Next we'll move on to the second card and repeat the same process. Nu, hada ba'un. Nu, hada ba'un. Nu, ma hada. Nu, ma hada. Nu, khud ba'un. Nu, a'tini ba'un. Jayyid. What we're going to do now is a simple test to see if the child can differentiate between the two letters. We might do a small review first and ask the child to just repeat the names of the cards. Nu, hada alifun. Hada ba'un. Hada alifun. Hada ba'un. Jayyid. Nu. Okay, now we're going to ask the child to take the cards. We're going to try to stick to a pattern at first of going alifun, ba'un, alifun, ba'un, alifun, alifun, hoping that the child will pick the correct answer instead of choosing ba'un or sticking with the pattern of alifun, ba'un, alifun, ba'un. Nu, khud alifun. Nu, khud 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 alifun. Okay, you notice he started to go to ba'un, thinking that it was just to stick with the pattern, but he chose alifun. This is showing that he's starting to differentiate between the two letters. Once you finish with the third letter, you want to put all of the letters out for your child to see. And this is where you're going to really try to see if you can mix the child up and make them make mistakes. You can do that several ways. You can do that by asking them to point out a specific letter. For example, Nuhi aina alifun, aina ba'un, aina ha'un, aina alifun, aina ba'un, aina ha'un, aina alifun, aina alifun. Again, if you notice the child went to go to point to ba'un and then immediately corrected themselves going back to alifun. You can try this also by asking them to take the cards. Nuhi khud ba'un. Nuhi khud ha'un. Nuhi khud alifun. Nuhi khud ba'un. Nuhi khud ha'un. Nuhi khud ha'un. Again, might have taken him a little bit of time there, but he went back to the correct answer. Overall, we hope this is beneficial to those of you just starting out. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section below. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.